hello. Listen to this Facebook responding to allegations that it has been suppressing conservative news, saying it found no evidence of bias, but will nonetheless tweak how it selects trending topics. If there was no problem, hey, baby, why change it? Let's ask the co-host of The Five and former White House press secretary, Dana Perino, who met with Mark Zuckerberg. She went to Facebook last week. So Facebook says that they're changing things, but they don't really have to. What's going on here?
Well, a couple of things. So there was a whistleblower who said, remained anonymous, who said, look, I think that what I witnessed was that we were told to suppress conservative news stories. Facebook launched what they say is a very thorough investigation. They don't find any evidence of that. But here's the thing. Trending topics is a pretty new feature for Facebook. The news feed that you see every day, that's like the mature topic, mature product. Trending topics is new. They realize we're not actually doing this very well. And I thought that as soon as it hit this, the news that this was a story, I thought, shouldn't this be fixable with a mix of technology and more and different management?
Of course,
like,
if
the government doesn't need to get involved here.
No, if half of their users are getting upset, it's a private company. I mean, it's publicly traded. But the point is, they will figure out how best to process it and fix it inside. I don't think this needs government oversight. What did you find when you went to Facebook?
Well, one of the things is, I thought this was interesting. So they would like to do trending topics because they want to say, hey, what's the most talked about thing? If they don't have any involvement, the most popular thing every day that would trend all day long is lunch. Hashtag lunch, because everybody says hashtag going to lunch. So I understand that they needed to figure out a way to at least have a filter on it. Here's what I found when we got it.
That's when things work best like that.
They invited, I think, 16 conservatives. We all get there, and here's the thing. We're pushing on an open door. They were not defensive. They did not try to say, we found no evidence of bias, therefore we're not at fault. They just said, this meeting's long overdue. We think you're an important community. We want to work on this. We want to make it better. I'm like, okay, well, why don't we take them up on that?
Facebook has participated in several Republican debates this year.
Yeah, the left has tried to get Facebook to leave the Republican National Committee in Cleveland, and Facebook said no. It's a young company, relatively. It's very powerful. I think they know that. I went in there thinking, I've got a curious, open mind, and I left thinking they're offering the conservatives an olive branch, so why not take it?
Now, a lot of people said this was going to just be a photo op. They're bringing you in as tokens to make it
look
like
cameras.
They're doing something. And how is Mark Zuckerberg?
I found him to be well-intentioned and sincere.
Is he antisocial and weird?
No, I did not find that. I actually found, no, look, I mean, he's like a powerful young guy, right? He's 22 years old. He's a genius. Oh, he was 22 when he created it. Now he's 32 years old. I actually thought one thing that was very interesting to watch was the interaction between Sheryl Sandberg, the chief operating officer, and Mark Zuckerberg, the founder, because she's more mature than he is in terms of in age and experience. And the way that they work together and that he defers to her, I kind of like seeing that. I thought that was a good thing to watch, actually.
What was the most surprising thing you took from the meeting?
Okay, well, here's the thing. So it takes Mark Zuckerberg to have all these conservatives show up in Silicon Valley and all get along in one room. And I thought, hey, maybe we should have the convention here.
That's really funny.
Menlo Park or Atherton.
I think that Facebook is actually, and Silicon Valley in general, is an interesting place because I think there are a lot more libertarians there than people give credit. And I know, you know, they have a majority of people who donate to.
But the conservatives are on the right side of their issues. Okay, so when it comes to privacy, no government involvement in the internet. I mean, the left is wanting to do a lot of things.
I mean, Donald Trump has talked about shutting down the internet to, like the Chinese do, to keep the Muslims from spreading the bad word.
Voldemort.
But in terms of other conservatives, yes, there are times where they can be on the right side of issues, not necessarily NSA and unwarranted spying on American
privacy issues, right. I mean, there is a split there, but I found that they recognized that the conservative community, they want to make money too, right? It's not in their business model's interest to cut off half of America.
And I think there's a way of still delivering information and being political without alienating people, which is something that most news organizations
look at the campaigns, too. Social media has been a boon for conservatives and libertarians, okay? Where before could you ever get your message direct to consumer without a media filter? And that's what Facebook was. And for a campaign like Ben Carson, it could not have existed without Facebook.
Is he still running for president?
No, but actually, the person who helped him with his Facebook strategy is now working for Donald Trump, and his name is Barry Bennett, and he was in the meeting as well.
Oh, Barry.
Used to work for George W. Bush as well.
There you go.
So we sat next to each other.
Full circle. Dana Perino, thank you so much.